I recently did a blog post titled Hard Truths for Trump Sanders Supporters. And I started to delete that post, but I decided to keep it there because I wanted people to see how opinions can change, particularly when it comes to Bernie Sanders. See, there's one thing that I hadn't counted on when I did that post. And I think it's the same thing that a lot of pundits are discounting now. And that's enthusiasm. They see the large crowds, but I hear the pundits, Ralph Nader had large crowds. But it's that enthusiasm factor that I think people are misunderstanding or misinterpreting. The kind of enthusiasm that shows like Seinfeld generated. It's like when you see the show, I was a Seinfeld fan in 1990, way before it became a hit. And I loved that show so much, was so engaged with it, that I told anybody who would listen how great of a show it was. And it turned out a lot of people did that. It was that enthusiasm, that engagement. Kind of like a lot of the kids when they first read Harry Potter. You don't understand it sometimes, but people get engaged and they want to tell others about it. And that's what I'm seeing with Bernie Sanders. His message is resonating, but it's doing more than that. It's reaching people on levels that they want to share it. Kind of like, hey, have you heard that one about Bernie Sanders? Hey, have you seen Bernie Sanders? It's contagious. And the thing about it is, with YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, all of these things that we didn't have before are helping to spread the message about Bernie. And I'll tell you something else that I just recently realized. The Black Lives Matter flap is actually working in Bernie's favor. So much so because I can tell you, I can best explain that this way. I didn't know about Bernie's civil rights record until Black Lives Matter. That's why in my other blog post, I questioned whether the co-founder had done her history, done her homework. Because when I did my homework on Bernie, I was satisfied with his civil rights work. And I don't know if I would have done that homework had his civil rights record been questioned or his Black Lives commitment been questioned. Now, I want to tell people about Bernie. It's an enthusiasm that ABC and CBS and NBC and Fox and MSNBC and CNN, it's an enthusiasm that I don't think they have yet grasped. Bernie Sanders is real. It's a phenomenon. Now, it's still a race. He has room to move, a lot of room to catch up. It's still a gap, but it's closing because of enthusiasm. You know, when I put that blog post up about hard truths for Trump and Sanders supporters, a Sanders supporter bet me $100 that Sanders would win. I'm glad I didn't take that bet.